it was just like this person who gets ran over, and then they get up, and then the ambulance comes and that runs them over, and then they like set on fire, and they just like, and it was, you know that song Bad Day? It was, you had a bad day. That was the song.
There's nothing more humbling than getting punched and kicked in the face.
After a while, loads of miniature babes are on the pizza all dancing to a Nicki Minaj song.
You're not thinking about anything else. You're just thinking about, how am I not going to let him take my head off? And how am I going to take his head off? Because if I don't take his head off, he's going to take my head off. That's all it is. Welcome back to
the Pod.
We are here in the office. It's a different setting, but similar setting. And my two guests today are my two best friends. And Connor.
Oh man!
Thank you guys for having. Well, thank you.
He's nervous. He's nervous.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. It's a brilliant start, to be honest. Thank you for your patience. I think this is only the first time I've asked to do this podcast, so I'm glad we got it done first thing. But yeah, say less. How are you guys?
Listen, Paul.
Tell me.
This isn't what you think it is.
Is it not?
We're here for a reason.
What's the reason?
No, I'm good, man. I've been keeping well.
Keeping well?
Been keeping well. No, actually, do you want the honest answer?
Honest answer?
No, let's not be honest.
Are we not being that deep that quick?
No.
Is there a deep
You got to
answer?
ease. You got to break me first.
Break it in.
Right now, I'm good.
I mean, I am always fighting you, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Literally.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
How are you, Ben?
I'm very good. I'm quite tired.
Quite tired.
It's 20 past midnight.
20 past midnight. We said we were going to do this at 9 o'clock. But it's all right. We got there in the end. We're going.
So good. I'm excited to be on the podcast.
Well, I first want
I've been a big fan of the podcast
cheers, mate.
for a long time. Remember, I actually watched the first Paul's Pod while I was on the toilet at my mum's house. And I remember it quite clearly.
Well, that's a vivid memory.
Yeah. It was one in your old Leeds house. And I think I watched the first 5 minutes and then switched it off.
Oh, yeah. Was it
but that was the first one. I didn't even know you then.
Yeah,
and I didn't know who was on it.
No, of course.
But since then, now I watch them all.
It's grown a lot. I mean, you guys filmed the Groovy Garage podcast.
Great one.
So that is probably one of the best. Well, I mean, the best film podcasts were done by you guys, I have to say.
Thanks, man.
And that's not me trying to suck you up, but it is true. I've always said, like, from when I've known you guys, like, you guys are always, like, you're the top of your game. Like, I've never met any guys that are as good as what they do as you guys. I've never met anyone as passionate as what you guys are. Like, from the get-go, you've always been very supportive of what I do as well. Like I said, the Groovy Garage podcast, I literally, and looking back now, you did a massive favor to do that just because you wanted to help me, and I appreciate that. And, of course, very recently, you guys employed me. Amity. Shout out to Amity. I'm now a part of a brilliant team full of brilliant people. But
pleasure to have you.
I think Amity is a good start to start this. So you've been running Amity for 2 years, pretty much bang on. We're pretty much on the 2-year anniversary.
Next week, yeah.
Next week. What's the plan? No plan yet.
Next Thursday.
For the
2-year anniversary.
2-year anniversary. What do you want to do, man?
Strippers.
Yeah.
Get
strippers and cocaine.
Yeah. We have to do something for it though. But we can.
CJ's never been to a strip club.
Never.
I have not.
What?
So we could go.
That I mean, it could start at the strip club.
Or end.
Or both.
Yeah. Or we could just not do that. We could watch a film.
There's a few good films out, to be fair. Well, but Amity, right? Let's stick to Amity. Right? What's the name of Amity? Like, what does it mean?
Well, what does Amity mean?
Yeah.
Amity means friendly relations. I think it's generally in reference to like countries.
To like war.
and war and I don't know
People
diplomats,
dying.
shit like that. But friendly relations is the gist of it. I just think that's nice, that, isn't it?
That is
'Cause
nice. It's a cool
the
name.
idea is we just want to all be sound with each other.
All be peace and love, mate.
I mean,
Wanna
I'm
make
all
friends.
about peace and love, man.
Make
And that-
cool films. Meet cool people. Make friends.
And that's what
Enjoy
you
it.
do. Like even from before I was working like for you, like any jobs that I ever did with you, like they were always like good vibes. And it's hard as well. I feel like on a lot of sets, depending on who you work with, it's hard to get a good natural vibe where everyone gets along. It's not easy. The industry is it can be very manic. It can be very, very stressful as well. There's a lot of big jobs, but no matter how big of a job you guys are on, it's always good vibes. Everyone's always very kind to each other. It's very supportive. It's very positive, and I think that fits very well to the.
Just you wait, mate.
You what?
What?
Man, you wait till next week.
Oh yeah, I know.
Man, next week's gonna be mad.
What we're doing next week? Can we say what we're doing next week?
Yeah.
Well, the Tinder stuff.
Oh man, that's gonna be even worse. No, that'd be good vibes.
Yeah. Well, everything's good vibes.
Next week, Connor's directing Jägermeister. Can't wait to see that one.
That'll be
3
good.
days back to back. Free videos for Jägermeister Global with Raptor. Shout out Raptor.
Oh yeah, that's the wrong way around. Raptor. Shout out Raptor. Have I got the gig? I did that little audition. How did my audition go?
Oh, yeah.
Not get the part.
To be confirmed.
To be confirmed. I'll take
I
that.
need to review with my team.
I'll take that. I felt strong in my audition, but you never know until the fat lady sings. So that's what they say. Could go down to the wire.
Chat shit.
That's the whole point. You gotta
Chat.
chat shit.
Alright, sick.
Mate, I literally started this in my uni bedroom, like smoking weed, doing bong hits, like just chatting. Like the first podcast, I remember one of the first. I mean, we filmed for 2 hours. It was the longest podcast I ever did. And one of the main topics that people brought up was like the debate we had on the show as to how you make scrambled eggs. 'Cause-
Yeah, let's have more. Fuck work talk off.
yeah.
Ash, whatever, innit?
Well,
Let's talk about life, man.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But obviously, like you guys, like people that might not know who you are, because I have a lot of fighting
Everyone
people
knows
that
who
watch
we
my
are.
stuff, so people might not know who you are. But I want to credit you guys because, like I said, like, mate, I just know you guys are destined for some good shit, and I'm glad to be.
So
on the
you,
journey.
Paul.
Thanks, boys.
Second handshake. Second handshake.
Yeah, handshake count.
Yeah, we need a handshake counter. Paul, you're the most dedicated, hardworking person that I've ever met, and that's why you work for Amity. So,
Third handshake, I appreciate.
third handshake.
I appreciate, man. Have you listened to the new Drake album?
No.
No.
How many albums does Drake have?
He's dropped a lot. For the Dogs, is that what it's called? For the Dogs?
He's great. He's got a good marketing team, isn't
Yeah. Well, I mean, he is. Would you say he is the Michael Jackson of our generation?
he? No.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's not a nonce, so. Well, you never.
I
you
mean,
never
look,
know.
that's
Ah.
the whole fucking thing anyway,
Well, you
isn't
never
it?
know. But that is a
Never
whole
know.
thing. Well, he could be a nonce. They both could be nonces. But
Well, they
Michael
might not be.
Jackson, and so I think he is like 2 number 1 singles away from beating Michael Jackson as the number 1 selling artist of all time. Some shit like that, at least.
That's interesting. I didn't even think Michael Jackson had that many number ones. Is he like the?
Yeah.
Is
the
he
GOAT, mate.
number one of number ones?
Well, think he was Jackson 5 from the 70s, pretty much, up until when did he die? 2010, 2011, something like that. And he was
Not a
still
clue.
the top.
I feel it was like 2008.
Nah. So should we do a quick Google?
Yeah, have a little Google.
What do you
No.
reckon? When did
I reckon 2009.
I reckon it's 2010, easy.
You just said
Well,
2011.
2011. Oh shit, you were right, mate. 2009.
I knew it, mate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he is the biggest artist of our generation, I would say. No one's quite as big and as famous and has as much success as Drake.
I think that's probably agreeable. Down to the fact, I think mainly just because he's a grinder, right? Isn't he?
Yeah.
MC Grinder.
And he's got like I said, there's some good marketing going on. Like he's just making sure he's friends with everyone. He's got
Well,
albums
smart.
with
Yeah,
he's got
smart.
albums
Lots
with
of
everyone.
collaborations. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's all about collaborations. Without that's why he's so popular. I mean,
And
that's
also,
kind of like life in general. Like, to be successful, you have to make a lot of friends.
Well, networking is.
Yeah.
What I say, your network is your network is your net worth.
Yeah.
That's it, and it is true. I was very lucky. My mum always like drilled it into me from a very young age. Like, network, speak to people, don't be afraid to ask, because the worst you're ever gonna get told is no. And I literally would not have 90% of my opportunities if it wasn't for me asking or being cheeky or trying to get into a place where I shouldn't have been in. Like, that's just part of the jest, really. You've kind of got to just say fuck it and go for it.
Yeah, man. And that's what I really like about you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
That's why you're here, man.
Well, mate, like,
That's why you're here. Fucking hell. You
Well-
just came in and just wouldn't let us say no.
yeah, well, I mean,
We've been playing.
I wanted to fucking, like I said, I look up to you guys a lot. So, like, you want to look, or you look up to your peers, don't you? You want to work extra hard. Like, I'm always, like, for someone that puts like an arm out for me, like, I'll go the extra mile to make sure I've like given it back and more. And yeah, I just like you were saying before, like, surrounding yourself with the right people is the biggest thing, because you know it's not easy to surround yourself with the right people. It can be very easily done where you're in the wrong circles, or you're in a circle which you think is good for you just because you're around that same circle for too long. But you, like, in life, you have to realize you've outgrown a certain circle. Like Leeds, for example, like we were all in Leeds at a point, and you know, I think I'm a firm believer in everything has a time and a place, and obviously everyone's on their own journey, but you have to be smart enough to realize when you have to take that next step. And what are you willing to do to take that next step? Like, I didn't know I was going to move to London. Like, it literally was completely off the cuff. And I lived on my mate's blow-up bed in his living room, shout out to Cam, for like 4 months pretty much. And a lot of people aren't willing to do that. I mean, obviously I still had it very good, you know, Cam's family, the Falls family, amazing family. They housed me up, they gave me food. So it was still like luxury sofa living, if you like. But it's still like, it's not easy. Like, no job, like, you know, living away from your family. It all comes, I really believe in life, it all comes down to how much work you want to put in to get somewhere, what you want to sacrifice. Because a lot of people give up very easily, or a lot of people give up before they fucking obviously made it. And it's not to say that I've made it by any stretch of the means. I'm still far away from what I want to do and what I want to achieve. But I mean, I was saying this to both of you guys not long ago. I feel very grateful for the position I'm in right now. Like, it's the first time in my life where I feel like, okay, I'm kind of doing the right things. I'm on the right pedestal. When was like the first time you felt like you were on that journey? Like, you felt like you were like, okay, I've got this now.
Probably don't. Nah, probably. Don't know if I do actually. Pretty recently, I think like probably when we moved to London and started doing bigger jobs, that like I'd always wanted to like work on like bigger jobs with bigger budgets and stuff. And although we're not like at massive budgets and stuff yet, definitely at a point where I think like, fuck, if I looked at me a few years ago, looked at me now, I'd be like, yeah, this is pretty sick. So probably pretty recently moving to London.
Do you think, because we're always striving to be better and to do better, you almost don't want to give yourself the credit as well? Like you're saying, sometimes it just takes stepping back a little bit to realize, oh, I've come quite far.
Yeah.
As opposed to just...
Well, you don't realize when you're in it because you're so
Yeah.
busy and there's so much to do that you don't have time to just like step back and think about it.
What about you, Connor?
What's the question?
Like, when did you ever have a moment, when did you first start to think, oh, okay, I'm like on the right track, I'm doing what I need to be doing? Like, was there a moment in your life when you started to really understand, okay, shit, like...
I'm not sure I know what the right track is. I'm on A track. I think it's alright. It's a pretty good track.
Well, you never know where life takes you, doesn't it?
But my mind changes constantly anyway. One day I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, like this is like proper. Yeah, I'm on the right track towards something. I actually don't know. No,
So
I'm
you
not,
have thought it then?
yeah, I would have thought it, but I'm not sure.
Comes in
If I have
swings.
thought it, but I also I'm not sure I know what the right track is.
But there's been a point where you've thought, I'm on the right... This is
I
the
think
right
my whole
track.
life
Just always on it.
Well,
I've been on A track. I'm not sure what that's what I'm saying. I'm not
Yeah.
sure I know what the right
Yeah.
track is. I know I'm on A track. I'm not sure if it's the track. I'm not even sure there needs to be a track.
No, of course.
What's the best track you've been on? Out of all the tracks you've been on so far, what's been your favourite?
I've only ever been on one track. We're all just on one track, right?
With lots of different diversions.
So it's the right track.
I don't know.
If there's only one track, then it's good.
well, maybe there's no right or wrong track.
I know what you're saying.
I don't.
Because life is full of mistakes, isn't it? Though, like you can go through a period where you think you're doing the right thing.
We're on a good track. We're on a good track. The business is seems to be on a good trajectory, and it seems to be leading us towards something I think we all want to be part of. So I think we're on a good track.
we had a handshake count. I think we need a track count.
So I think I've just had my realization. Nah.
What's the realization?
Well, the question was, when did I first realize? And I think it was just now.
No.
Just now. Hey, let's go.
No.
Pause pod special.
Yeah.
Handshake count 4. 4, I think.
Yeah, look. Life's complicated, man.
Very complicated.
But I'm pretty happy with life at the moment.
I think for me,
in general,
I think life can be so overwhelming sometimes.
Oh, tell me about it. I'm in a pretty bad place.
Yeah, I feel that. It can happen though, can't it? Like
you're in the best.
Yeah, just a little joke.
But it's true though. Like you can literally have those highs of thinking, fucking hell, like this is everything, and then you can hear one thing from a certain someone or from whatever situation, something may just happen out of nowhere, and it can just bring you, fucking humble you very quickly.
I think that's what it's important to have gratitude, and it's important to ground yourself in the present, and not, like we said the other day, let's not start thinking about we should only be present.
Yeah, being present is key, because otherwise you can get lost if you're constantly worrying about what's ahead of you, what's already happened. You don't want to get lost in the past or lost in thinking about, well, what's next. Just enjoying the moment, which can be difficult when you're so busy as well, because you're just constantly like. But
yeah, like right now, man, it's like nothing to worry about, is there? Right now,
there's a few things
we're just chilling.
About.
No, right now,
right now, we're just sitting on the sofa,
100%.
Having a conversation.
Nice chilling.
And that's why it's good to ground yourself in it, and just.
Whatever happened with the Amity podcast?
It's still in the works.
We
gotta finesse the formula.
Yeah, it's quite a complicated podcast. We did like 3 trial runs, and they went all right. I also don't like the idea anymore.
I like the idea.
I like the concept, but the way that we were doing it. Well,
that's why we never figured it out properly. But I think that what happened to it is that is we don't have the time.
We are fucking.
Well, it's just hard.
I went away somewhere, and then we just never did it.
So why did you guys get into film and like making stuff? Like, what was it for you? What were your inspirations?
It's just fun, wasn't it? Like when you were a kid, just making stupid films and that. That was it for me.
What stupid films were you making?
Man, I used to just make stickmen. I used to make stop motion stickmen fighting each other.
What, like from the paper?
Nah, just on like Microsoft Paint.
Yeah, but watch that.
And then the way I'd play it back was I'd just save them all as JPEGs, and I'd just press right on the keyboard and it'd just flick through them.
Oh, that's how long would one video take you? Sounds like it would take quite long.
Man, I fucking can't remember. I remember doing it on my sister's PC in her room. I don't know, but it was fun. I used to like doing that, making them do flips and that. Then I had like my sister's phone, I think, and I did like fucking stupid like TV things, like soaps with my sister and my nan. Skits, yeah. And then just like football shit, parkour stuff. Oh, man.
It's got to start somewhere.
One of them's
man.
still on YouTube as well.
What's your old YouTube channel?
I can't tell you that.
Oh,
is it the one where your friends eat the stones?
No, that was in college.
Is it that? Oh, you got an older one with?
Yeah, I've got one.
Your kid stuff on.
I got one 50. I got a 15-year-old one.
Oh, as if
so 13.
And you wouldn't show that to anyone?
No, yeah, I'd show you guys.
I want to see it.
Yeah, I'll show you after.
We'll have to.
But the whole world's gonna see this.
The whole world's gonna see. What about you, Connor? What was like? Where did it start for you?
A pretty similar start, to be honest.
Whoa, Stickman.
Copycat.
Yeah, like animating in it on Microsoft Paint.
Oh, actually, sorry to interrupt, but my first ever film I made, I won an award for, and it was Lego stop motion. I feel like everyone does that, and it was about
like a school award.
Yeah, man. It went to a film festival, school film festival.
Yeah.
And it was
School
Stickman.
film festival.
Yeah, it was like a film festival of all the
amazing.
local schools. And Wolverton School was my school. Shout out Wolverton. And it was just like this person who gets run over, and then they get up, and then the ambulance comes and that runs them over, and then they like set on fire, and they just like, and it was, you know that song Bad Day? It was, you had a bad day.
Yeah.
That was the song. And
This is live action.
nah, this
Pretty
is
dark,
stop
to be
motion.
honest.
Oh,
Ben.
you fucking Lego.
This is
stuff,
Lego
yeah.
stop motion.
Obviously not
Pretty
pencil.
dark.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
the guy, when we collected the award, said, if you drive past Wolverton School, be careful.
Little joke.
Little joke. Yeah. I thought it was fucking hilarious. And
Slow.
I met, that's the first and only award I've ever won for a film.
Really? I would have thought you guys would have like won something by now. Is it because like you've
We got best live stream.
best live stream?
Yeah,
Well, the goal I'm guessing for you guys we've talked about is to like as an Oscar something that you guys want to like achieve towards.
that'd be
one
nice,
day.
wouldn't it? But I feel like I'm not trying to achieve that.
Yeah,
But
not really dead set on that.
yeah.
I think at some point maybe we'll be a bit more set on that.
Not just at the moment.
Well, because I think,
at the moment, it'd be more like marketing awards.
Like what's
For
like?
me.
well, yeah, if we're doing the whole award thing right now,
Well,
yeah,
It's
but
like
like
Cannes
that.
Lion.
But I also feel like,
Lion.
yeah, before we start thinking about wanting an Oscar, I think we need to start wanting to make an actual feature first.
Yeah.
Of course.
Or
Yeah.
short, or like a series short.
But what would like? Have you got an idea in your head as to what the penultimate achievement would be? Sure, you've got an idea of like something that you think would be like, be pretty fucking good if we won that.
Awards wise.
Or just anything like what would be like a penultimate achievement to you that like you can look back on when you're like 50 and be like, wow, that's fucking like that. That is a testament to all the work we put in.
Don't know, man. I feel like the size of the company. For me, it's like the size of the company, the employees we have, the space we have like our studio, and like the money we're making, really, and just having films that we're proud of.
Yeah, I think that's it. Like,
It's more business goals than.
yeah, for me it would be. I think an award is an easy way to, like an obvious way to show that a film has been recognised as good, right? But maybe just the ultimate goal is to just make a film that I feel like has given worth to the world. Just but like what I feel. Well, like just personally, how I feel about a film that I've made is my goal. I just want to make a film and know that that's a good film.
Yeah.
When do you think that will happen? Do you think that will ever
No, I
happen?
think that's
though?
honestly, I think that's a ways off.
No, only just not saying that you'll never make a good film, because
No,
obviously you will
well,
and have.
it's
But
debatable, isn't it?
yeah, but what I'm saying, like, you'll always. Will you ever think that your own film is good?
Yeah. Oh, I know
I
what
think
you
so.
mean,
Yeah,
'cause-
no, I
yeah.
think maybe, but
Surely, because you know.
I'm
the
thinking
good
like
ones you'll
10
know.
years. My goal is in 10 years' time to have made a film I feel like has worth.
What are your what would you say your 3 top films?
That we've made, or my
No.
favorite
So,
films.
Yeah, your favorite films. Yeah, your favorite films.
I always go to my number one is The Tree of Life.
Never seen it. Who's it by?
Terrence Malick.
Terrence Malick. No, I've never seen it. But that's what I mean. Like, I know what you're saying, because like there are films that leave such an impact on people that will, like, I'm guessing you want to have a film that someone goes by, fucking hell, like I want to.
Yeah, I think that's a great example actually. That film in that. I don't believe that's won any Oscars, and I think it's rated like terribly on IMDb. Maybe it's like in the 5s or 6. Maybe it's not that bad. Also, Night of Cups by Terrence Malick is one of my favourites, and I think that's got like a 5 on IMDb, which is fucking awful, right?
IMDb is like the fucking.
Well, you know,
gold,
and you feel like generally anything under a 7 is just trash. But for me, that film's like just a perfect film.
Why is it perfect? It's a 5 on IMDb.
Yeah, I would 10. That's fucking shocking.
Crazy.
It's 5 points something. I don't know what it is, but it's very polarizing. But for me, yeah. So I think that's a great example of like, I feel like if I made that film and it didn't win any awards, I'd be personally like very satisfied with my life after making that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. His films are kind of like very poetic and maybe a bit abstract for a lot of people, and they're not kind of what you expect.
Well, they're good thinking films, aren't they? You know what I've never seen that is meant to be really, really good? Parasite.
You haven't seen it?
Never seen
it. Oh,
it.
mate,
No.
we should watch it.
Yeah,
it's
it's
really
sick,
good.
isn't it? Is it all in Korean? Is it Korean? Is that language?
It's Korean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Is it actually in Korean?
Yeah, I think so. It's not. None of it's in English.
Is it not?
You might have watched
It's
it with
a
dubbed
Korean
over.
film.
Uh,
Yeah, but
no,
I watched it dubbed.
dub version. Mate, the thing is, as people that speak English with their first language, it's almost privilege isn't the right word I'm looking for, but because we're just, everyone speaks English, everything's made in English, we just think that the best things out there are in English. But from watching stuff like even something as basic as Narcos, which is pretty much all in Spanish, and seeing other films that are in foreign languages, you realize there is such another market of films out there that are probably like, maybe not in the volume, but there are some really, really good films out there.
Foreign people are intelligent too.
Yeah, but like,
Nah.
but like,
You're a foreign person.
well, I mean, yeah, I am.
To me, you're foreign.
It's mad.
And
like,
you can speak another language, can you?
kind of, yeah. Well, yeah,
No,
I
you
can.
can't.
Oh, I mean, if I had to, I could. I just sound like if I spoke Maltese to you guys, it'd be like, oh, he knows what he's talking about. But if I was speaking Maltese to like my Maltese friends, it'd be like, oh, fucking hell, what an idiot this guy sounds like. Sounds like a proper idiot.
Is there any good Maltese films you'd recommend?
Do you know what? I've never watched it, funnily enough, but I've always wanted to watch it. It came out a few years ago. It's called Lutsu, and it's about a Maltese fisherman entering the black market. But I think that was nominated for Best Foreign Film at Sundance. I think it almost got nominated for an Oscar for Best Foreign Film, and obviously didn't. But that's meant to be the best Maltese film ever made. But for the Maltese film industry, it's a bit annoying because there's such a high budget for like foreign films to come over. So for example, Jurassic World, the last one was pretty much all filmed in Malta. World War Z, Captain Phillips, like all these films come over with massive budgets. They all come to Malta, like it's good exposure, but then like the local film industries don't get anywhere near the same funding. So the Maltese film industry could probably be a lot better for what it is, but they just don't give the funding to the locals, which is shit. Because like Malta's such a beautiful island. Like there's so much to be, used on the island.
How big is the country? What's the population?
It's like 17 miles long, and it is about 500,000 people, maybe a bit more. I think we worked out that
That's
it's
a
like
tiny
half the
country,
size of
isn't it?
Leeds.
Tiny
It's
country.
what, half the size of Leeds?
I think Leeds is like 200 square miles or something like that, maybe more. And then Malta was like 100. Fuck all.
Do you remember when I met you in Leeds?
The first time?
Yeah.
It wasn't the shoot, was it?
Nah.
No, what was the first time I met you? I can't remember.
I was in your house.
At Escort?
Next to, in Headingley.
Yeah, it would have been Escort.
Next to that, is it Box? Or what's the other one? Arc or something.
Oh, Skyrack. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, that was next to the 24-hour shop.
Yeah.
The nice one. It had like a fucking kitchen island in the middle.
Yeah.
That was the nicest one there.
Yeah, I went in, came in your house.
Fuck me.
No, I bought a 20 bag off you.
Oh shit, yeah, you did.
I came around, bought a 20 bag off you and left.
Did you come with Jess?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember. That's mad. That was what, 3 or 4 years ago. 4 years ago.
He was a drug dealer 4 years ago.
No, I never did
the
drugs. No.
He was, man.
Exposing me for a
He
drug
was,
dealer.
man. I
Oh,
went in,
God.
he was like, I phoned him up, he was like,
I think it was 4
come
years
round
ago.
in 20 minutes, bro.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Do you know what I
Come
mean?
round in 20 minutes, bro. So, yeah. What the
Mate,
fuck?
honestly, my time in Leeds, I reckon if I was in Leeds for 5 years, I reckon I must have been stoned for a good 80% of the 5 years.
Same, man.
The whole time.
Me too.
It's a lot, that, isn't it? When you actually like,
I apologise for
Imagine-
yawning, by the way.
imagine if you put a whole table of all the
Sorry.
drugs you've taken in front of you. That'd be grim.
Nah, it wouldn't be.
It would be. What do you reckon? Like, if you were to put a number on how much you spent on drugs?
I don't want to talk about it.
It's
Not that
grim to
much.
think about that, innit?
Yeah.
Living in Leeds was fun. Like, we all experienced a good time in Leeds. Like, Leeds is a crazy place.
Me and Connor met in Leeds.
The love.
What are you laughing at?
That's funny, isn't it?
The
Why is
love
that
story
funny?
began.
Yeah, we did meet in Leeds.
And the rest was history. How did you meet? You were on the same course, weren't you?
So what?
You were on the same course.
What's on your list of was this on your list of questions for us?
Well, no. Well, obviously, I was going to ask some questions that I knew, but obviously the audience needs to know you as well. So,
Yeah, but fucking hell, I just want to talk to you.
well, talk to me then, baby.
Well, we speak all the time, don't we? So there's not much to talk
We
about.
work together. We live together.
Yeah, it's a bit fucked, that, innit?
Yeah, we do spend a lot of time together.
Fucking man, really, isn't it?
Work together, travel to work together sometimes,
Yeah,
rarely actually.
sometimes.
Work together, eat together, sleep together. Come home from work together,
Yeah.
go back to
It's
work.
good. It's good that we all do like the job is like we all go away. Like we went to Ibiza, or like you're away for a job here, or I'm away for a job. Because it does like you get that space, but it's like good space. It's good. It's fresh. Mate, you need to come to Brazil. We should do like
Fucking love to come to Brazil.
Mate, yeah. Well, if it wasn't for you guys, I mean, there's many people that helped me, but the Broward documentary that wouldn't have been possible without that.
Well, yeah, you'd have no
Bravo
sound,
documentary
probably.
could win an award.
You reckon?
Yeah.
See, I don't know whether that's just like obviously I'm happy with how it came out, but maybe it's because I'm a perfectionist and I just know that I could have done more with more knowledge.
Mm.
But all things considering, the first time I ever did really like something like that was pretty good.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I was really impressed. I really liked it.
Well, I think I just like it made me, to be honest, that really made me fall in love with videography. That project, I think, because like obviously I've always done all the on-camera stuff, and I always obviously loved all of it because I was producing all my stuff first before anything else. And obviously when I was younger, I was always like in front of a camera or just trying to be doing something involved with cameras. But I think like actually like coming up with an idea in your head, figuring out how to shoot it, figuring out what it should look like, and then what it should sound like, and how is this going to fit with this, and what am I going to include, and coming back and putting it all together and asking for help and asking for tips, and like it's a long process, something like that. Like I mean, that took me. I mean, I went in April, and bear in mind I took time off of it, but it pretty much took me a good 3 months to do that, 3-4 months probably. And then to then have that satisfaction of it being done, like it just made me fall in love with every single bit of videography, and like I think it's so important to love what you're doing, and like to be in a position where we are now doing the jobs that we love and getting better at them, and instead of like, I mean, I know the world revolves around like everyone having to live a normal job, but I just can't fathom how people just sit and just work a normal job that they're not happy with doing, and they're just content with it. Like it would just send me crazy.
Yeah, but then they're happy doing that.
Yeah, I mean there is a blissfulness to it, isn't it? It's the not giving a fuck, being happy with a simple life. But I mean, our brains are just clearly
Well,
wired
I
differently.
aspire to that life, I think.
Mm.
I aspire.
Well, why don't you do
Very
it?
simple. It's hard.
Why don't you
Well,
just go and have a simple life,
it's
man?
hard, isn't it?
I aspire for
This life's pretty simple though, anyway.
It's hard to get out of it.
no, I
compared to, like-
aspire for a simple life, but you need to make money to get that freedom for a simple life, I think. In today's age, at least. Like, there's
Yeah,
no
but not
way.
if you Connor. Like Connor just wants to walk.
Go for a little walk, mate.
Don't, because he will. That's the scary thing.
No,
we
Connor
need you,
goes for a
Connor,
walk. That'd be a fucking nightmare.
man. Yeah, gone for 2 days.
2 days.
2 days, 2 years. Imagine if Connor just went for a walk for 2 years and just didn't answer his phone.
That'd be shit, mate.
That'd
We
be
thought
anno-
he'd fucking be chopped off.
It's a bit annoying. Just be mildly inconvenient, wouldn't it?
Where would you like to travel
Mildly
to?
inconvened for 2 years.
Fuck. Where would you walk to? Yeah.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start small.
How small?
Tiny steps. Baby steps, man.
Head to the shop.
Oh, just the UK.
Walk to the UK.
I'm just been thinking about just walking to like Cornwall, Devon sometime soon.
Do you know what you should do? You know, the hardest geezer running the entire length of Africa. You should be like the first man to walk around every single, like to literally walk the entire coast of the UK.
I think that's probably been done a few times.
Yeah.
I was reading that
Officially recorded though, surely not.
I feel like it
it
must have
has.
been done several times over.
Who will have?
Well, Africa, mate.
I was reading a really good one on the train over actually about a guy who was walking around who'd done this like trek around Alaska.
On the train over. Oh yeah.
When I just came back up from Brighton, so I was just reading about this guy who went for a walk around Alaska. It's like 4,300 miles or some shit, which is crazy, right? That's such a like if you think how big the UK is, and Alaska is like such a like crazy terrain.
I feel like
Yeah, what the
4,000 miles is something stupid like the distance between LA and London.
Yeah, I wonder.
It's fucking
It's probably
long.
I mean, probably not.
Yeah. America's massive.
But yeah,
Alaska would be fucking insane.
yeah. Like I mean,
walk
just think the wildlife, the bugs, the snow, the fucking. I think he skied like 1,300 miles of it. He had like a little raft for like 1,000 miles of it.
Was he by himself?
Yeah, by himself. There was like a period where he didn't see another human for like a month or something, which is kind of a strange. That must be like so scary. Imagine not coming across, but he walked for 600 miles and didn't come across another human. That's got to be like proper.
See, what do you think it is that drives people to do stuff like that? To do those solar events? Because surely it's something in them that they're battling, and that's why they're.
I don't know if it's a battle. It's like I think it's for a lot of people. It's just a nice little challenge.
Nice little challenge.
And I think the reason I'd want to do, I just want to just clear my head and just like. I think it'd be like some kind of form of meditation.
But that's what I mean when I say that. Like you have to be going through something.
I don't think you have to be going through anything.
Yeah.
Like
it's not a sane thing to kind of want to go.
Well, his reason was he just wanted to
bit
feel
mad.
accomplished, and it's like he's like an adventurer. So for some people, it's not like you're battling anything. You're not trying to kind of run away. But some people are.
But some people, like you said, but some people, like you said, some people just need that adrenaline rush, don't they?
Yeah, well, I
alive.
just think it's like
it's that feeling of needing to feel alive.
yeah, like even just like sport in general, or like how I think it's all very like meditative. It's like when you're fighting, it's like isn't there not like some kind of freedom in that, and like you just feel like I don't know. It's almost like what humans are just meant to do.
Yeah, it's.
I think it's something innate about.
There is. I mean, fighting is completely. I mean, fighting is just. I mean, I don't really speak from a lot of experience because I've only done it for a short amount of time and my experience is limited. But just sparring and just fucking being in the moment and just literally your primal instincts proper kicking in. It's just like you can't think about anything else apart.
It comes back to that, doesn't it? Like being in present in the moment.
It literally is just like me against you, whether it's a spar, whether it's a grapple, whatever it is. You're not thinking about anything else. You're just thinking about how am I not going to let him take my head off, and how am I going to take his head off? Because if I don't take his head off, he's going to take my head off. That's all it is.
When you're sparring.
Well, yeah, because even when you're sparring, because like especially the gym I was at, like, I mean, depending on what gym you're in, you don't really get that, and depending on the type of training you're doing, you're not trying to train like that. But the gym I was at was a fucking crazy gym, 4 corners. I mean, it was a great gym for many reasons. For me, because, I was a pretty soft piece of shit, to be honest. Like, before going, like, I Yeah, I mean, I grew up very bubble wrapped in a way. You know, my mum just wanted the best for me. My mum just wanted to protect me, which is, you know, what all parents do and what all parents want to do. They just want to protect you because you're their kids at the end of the day. But I felt like, and it only took me going through this experience and then just learning about myself, that I feel like I'm maybe a little bit soft. So obviously I grew up a little bit by leaving Malta and experiencing something new and, you know, being away from family, living on my own. Like, that was a scary experience to tackle on your own for the first time. But then there was still, like, you know, not that I really don't like to use the word bullying, because I was at the time, I would think it was bullying, but like, it really wasn't anything near as bad as what it could have been. But it was never like anything physical, because I've always been told no one's ever really picked on me. So I've never had that problem, but I always felt like I needed to learn how to be tough, because I never was in any street fights or anything. I just didn't know. So I fell in love with fighting anyway, because I just love the sport. I mean, MMA is the most exciting sport out there. I mean, I love football. Football's amazing. But nothing beats like moments of like a fight night, watching fucking Leon Edwards knock out Kamaru Usman with 1 minute to go, losing all 4 rounds, and he wins the world title. Like that, just that alone is just something so special. McGregor knocking out Aldo, one punch, 13 seconds in, 10 years undefeated, pound for pound #1, knocks him out with one punch. Like, that is just insane to describe to anyone. So I wanted to figure out what to do with fighting. I wanted to get involved.
Anticlimactic, sorry.
Yeah, anticlimactic how?
Well, just that whole like McGregor knocking that guy out in one punch.
I mean, yeah, like, I can't see why it would, but at the same time, it's like, holy fucking, like, that moment made him. Like, to do that, like, when in boxing do you ever see a world title fight end in one punch of that magnitude, 10 years undefeated?
Yeah, I think I'd be pissed off.
No, but you've also got to appreciate the beauty of the moment. But anyway, yeah, like, fighting in the gym, like, depending on...
What's going on out there? Also, what we on, by the way?
How long are we recording? What are we on?
Need to double check that we're not gonna. Oh, we've got loads of time.
Loads of time, yeah. The gym I was at was like a gym where you step foot. Like, if you step backwards, you get called a pussy by John Gillies every single day. Like, I was called a pussy in my face by John Gillies every single day. Don't take a back step, take a step forward. Like, it's a gym where, like, there's no easy rounds. Like, everyone is there, game as fuck, willing to fight. And I went in there with pretty much no fighting experience, like a couple sessions a week to then twice a day with killers. Like, there's nothing more humbling than getting punched and kicked in the face. And, like, you learn a lot about yourself. Like, you learn, okay, well, fucking hell, like, he just gave me a beating, but I'm still going, not got knocked down. I'm still going to keep going. I'm going to keep pushing better. And then before you know it, 2 months down the line, it's like, oh, well, fucking hell, I've given him a good round there. Or I've gotten better, or I've given this guy a beating, and I never used to be able to give a beating to anyone. Like, I don't know where I got to, like, I don't know where this conversation went with this fighting thing, but I think for me, fighting, we were talking about, like, the primal instincts and how, you know, people need those things to switch off. Fighting for me is definitely one of those things. And it has fucked me up not being able to train a lot, because, you know, whether it's whatever for you with running, whether I'm sure running's really helped you get through stuff and you've been having a shit time, you can just go on and run and switch off, or whatever you have kind of like that, whether it's filming or videography. For me, fighting more than anything was like something that I can just go forget about the world and just fucking, and it kind of takes that out of you as well. It's like you've fucking essentially, those demons that you've had all gone away for the day at least, and then they come back the next day and you got to battle again. It's battling your inner bitch every day. That's why exercise is so good for mental health. That's why, like, you see, like, in America it's a lot worse than what it is here, but like, I hate it when people just like say they don't feel well about themselves, or they've got all this going on, they just don't do anything to help themselves, or they just go to a doctor and they just get prescribed antidepressants, and then that's them. It's like, mate, I mean, to a certain, okay, I know what you're gonna say. Yes, of course, in certain circumstances, medication can help for sure. But I do think, broadly speaking, and generally speaking, that There's a lot of natural remedies.
In general, yeah, I think
Yeah.
exercise can be an answer for a lot of people, but there's also like brain chemicals can just be generally fucked up for people.
But that's also on a different, because that's gone from that. That's also like you're feeling depressed as opposed to like maybe being bipolar. I think which are two very different things. Which like bipolar, obviously you would need medication because that's a chemical imbalance.
So is depression, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, it is.
So look, I'm also like none of us are fucking.
You're not qualified. Yeah. Don't
Medical
fucking take
experts,
our
yeah.
advice, mate. Don't take our advice. We're just fucking idiots.
But exercise, yeah, is I think generally like great for improving your mood. I think we can all agree on that one.
I can agree on that one.
Nines has dropped a new album as well. Listen to Nines' album, Crop
Nah.
Circle 3.
Have a listen to it.
It's fucking sick. My favourite tune's Not Guilty with Tig the Author. Hard.
Stick it on.
And I
man.
think it's better than Crop Circle 2 as well. Have you seen, so Nines with his albums, he releases movies with them. Have you seen that?
After he released the movie.
Yeah, so like he releases, so
like a feature.
kind of, yeah, it's like a half-hour film. So I love rap, but I'm no idiot. I can like I love rap. Like I
Like
love
most
listening.
people who like
I
rap.
love listening to Nines.
Yeah.
Like I can never relate to his music because I've never lived that life.
Well, what's he rapping about?
Well, he just raps about like, obviously fucking selling shitloads of drugs and.
You can't
don't
relate.
know.
Well, I mean,
You can't
why
relate,
once
man.
in
Selling a small amount of
You were
drugs.
shotting 20 bags in Leeds.
But like obviously living on the estate, I mean he's gone through some mad shit with like his brother got stabbed to death by like K Coke's crew, funnily enough, like K Coke and Nines from opposite sides of London, well near sides. Anyway, loads of just basically street beef and like council estate upbringing. I never had any of that. But the way he raps is so poetic, and the way he just like speaks his story, like you can literally feel his pain. You can fucking feel the story, feel his life that he's gone through, which is like it's hard to get that through a rapper, I think. Because
Do you enjoy feeling his pain?
Yeah, I guess everyone has like their music where they can connect their emotions to, if you like, and I feel like I do that with rap. I don't really like even with film and stuff. I don't really like watching like loads of sad films or listening to sad songs that make me wanna feel like I'm gonna cry and shit. I just rather avoid that. But like I like listening to songs that like maybe like just remind me of fucking just like, well, not remind me of being sad, but like I can just connect with pain in a way that's not making me wanna cry. Does that make sense? No, does that not make
It's
sense?
interesting.
Yeah.
Why don't you want to cry, man?
When was the last time you cried?
Well, the last time I cried was speaking about Z, my best friend. He's like the one guy, and every time I not every time I talk about him, but he's got a very painful story, and he's my best friend. So Z, people that listen to this will know who he is. He's a rapper from Bradford, and yeah, he's just had a very tough life, man. Like, he's 28 now. His mum, dad, and brother all died. About 28, fucking heavy. And he literally puts the brightest smile on you, like big energy. Like
It also makes you cry, apparently.
well, yeah, well
That's interesting, though.
yeah. And to be honest as well, his music as well. Like, if there is music that can make me cry more than anything else, it's his music. Like I've been in his house before, and he's like, because he's, his.
And he's made you cry.
Yeah, his brand image, like the music he makes, he doesn't like rapping about fake shit. Like he raps about his life, he raps about what he's been through, he raps about the message that he's trying to bring across to people. And like I've been in his room before where he's like played the tune that he made about him, like talking about like how he's felt about like his mum dying. Like his mum was murdered on Christmas Day in his house when he was 9. Like, and when you hear some of the lyrics that he like expresses how he feels, like he just. Like it can just very quickly flood me with emotion just because of how close I am with him, and like knowing that like I couldn't even fathom how someone could go through something like that. Like, death is a difficult thing to go through at any level. I mean, I went through, like, both my granddads died by the age of, like, 11, and I was close with them. And then there's always kind of been death from a very young age in my family. So, not that I'm used to death, but I feel like it's different. You know, when you've gone through death at a younger age as opposed to someone that's gone to, like, 25 and not really had anyone close to them die, it can hit you a bit differently. I don't know. I'm waffling about death and fucking
Well, I
life
don't
here.
know. Oh, well, yeah, I mean,
Everyone takes it differently, don't they?
I don't know how that feels to experience death that young.
It can, like,
Imagine it's not great.
it's not. It's just confusing, I think, more than anything else. And like it's hard to process because you're at such a young age. And a lot of the time, like, for example, when my granddad died, my mum didn't know how to kind of deal with the death herself as well. So like it's difficult when you got kids, and like you don't know how to deal with the death, let alone like trying to explain it to a kid. So then like there's just so many different barriers to kind of come down. It's only something you kind of really, I think it's just with growing up really, and just like life as the years go on, you kind of reflect and you grieve in different ways. Or not that I grieve now, but like you can just, like, mushrooms really help me, to be honest. Like that's, I swear to God, like mushrooms help me with a lot of stuff because
Help
like
you grieve.
like, well, you just like, I've since doing mushrooms, yeah, they just make me look at life so much more like from a wider lens. Like death, right? It's just one of those things. Really,
Mate, it's what we all do.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, though, man. I don't want to die.
of course not. No, but what I'm saying
What the
is,
fuck?
like-
We have to, though.
yeah, it's part of life.
That's so annoying, man.
It is.
Us-
What do you believe in the afterlife? What do you think happens when we die?
I believe
There we
in a
go.
thing.
Solipsism.
I'd like to. No, that's scary as fuck.
What,
Solipsism. It's basically like where you are like the only person that exists, and like
Oh, that's horrible.
so like you're reincarnated as every person. So like I'm you, you're me. We're just kind of like living in different periods.
But it's that you live every life.
But you live, yeah. Basically, I think
Mm.
that's you will live everyone's life, which is terrifying. That's terrifying.
That is
Because if you think
terrifying.
about how many like shit lives people have had, but I think if you were to really believe in that, it'd make you really want to be good to everyone. But that's a really kind of scary one. I don't
Yeah.
believe in that, but
What do you believe
it's
in
kind of
then?
interesting. I don't not believe in that. But I also believe,
Well, realistically, we fucking don't have a clue, have we?
Well, yeah, there's no clue. I like to think that eventually, like if the universe and time is infinite, then we have to exist an infinite amount of times, an infinite amount of ways. So I guess I believe in reincarnation in a
I believe in
weird way.
reincarnation, for sure. I just don't know in what. Mate, let me get this up on my notes. It'll fucking blow your mind. My uncle told me this, right? So it's something to do with Hinduism and reincarnation. And wait, I need to find it because I really don't want to butcher this. But basically, in Hinduism, there's something about. Oh yeah, I think in Hinduism, reincarnation happens after 42 days, and
I feel like I remember you telling me. I feel like
yeah,
Sounds
and
familiar.
trying
something to
fucking
do with
find it.
Egyptians or something as well.
There is something to do with
Mate,
the
life is fucking mad. By the way, it doesn't make any sense.
No.
Like how are you?
Why am I even?
It does not make any fucking sense.
Nothing
It makes
sense.
no sense whatsoever.
Why am I even here?
Wait, I need to find
That's what
this.
I'm not sure we like.
This could all be a fucking dream, really. Realistically, it's not impossible.
I think there's some like really interesting people working within like the artificial intelligence world, who have like super interesting viewpoints on what it is to be alive or human or whatever. There's some like really interesting. This is one guy, I can't remember his name, but I always like listen to him, and he talks about like he's just so like real about it in like such a scientific level about how we're just like conscious. I don't know, it's fucking mad.
I found out what it was, right, with Hinduism. I've got it down. So, in I've got it written down as either monks or in Hinduism, right? Reincarnation happens after 49 days. And this is like something that's been written down over thousands of years. Bear in mind, the pineal gland isn't something that we've only found out about in the last 100 years, probably less. But
Didn't we talk about this on the stairs?
we did. We were talking about this on the stairs, yeah. But the pine...
You shall not mention the stairs.
The stairs.
But the pineal gland becomes visible in the embryo after 49 days. That is mad. That's like, and that's like facts as well. Like I've Googled that as well.
That's facts. I've got it written in my notes, and my uncle told me. My uncle wrote it in my notes, man. That is facts.
No, but it is. Like I remember checking, so it's got to be real. Mate, that stuff is also just fascinating.
That's crazy. If that's true, man, then fuck.
I mean, there's so many like.
Do you want me to fact check again?
No.
I believe, honestly, it's the
believe
truth,
it.
mate. Believe Paul's
Their
pod.
life is full of those
Believe
just like
Paul's
mad little
pod.
things. isn't it?
Paul's pod is the fact check.
Paul's pod is
That's
the
where I
fact
come
check.
to check my facts.
Mate, I love doing podcasts like this, you know, like I was saying this to you before I made this video when I was in Naples, but I love just chatting shit and just talking about all sorts like this. Like, you know, because I was doing lots of MMA stuff just because obviously there's I've got an in with it and it's a way to build the brand.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's good to kind of do what I've been doing. I've got some cool opportunities out of it, but this is more who I am as opposed to just doing MMA interviews. I love doing them, don't get me wrong, but I like having conversations about anything and everything.
A place for open conversation.
A place for open conversation, mate.
What else we got then?
I don't know. Tattoo, mate. We were meant to get a tattoo on this podcast.
Yeah, we were. Nah.
But
Tattoos, they're fucking mad. That doesn't make any sense either.
It's fucking all stupid, man. Innit? What the fuck we
what's
do?
the worst tattoo you've got?
This is probably the worst.
That is
tattoo
the worst tattoo you've got. To be fair,
It's not great.
It's a,
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
what's the meaning? Why have you got that tattoo?
I saw because I saw my sister today as well actually, and she's just recently got a bug tattoo.
Did she get it?
Yeah,
Oh,
That's
nice.
good.
Same bug.
a different bug,
Different
but
bug.
bug on the arm. So we got a little gang thing going on now.
Gang.
Yeah, in memory of the father.
And you just said it.
No, I was joking. I didn't mean it. Mate. I can't lie. My brother, yeah, has got the worst tattoos I think I've ever known. I love him to bits, but he's got horrible.
I never
tattoos.
met the guy, and I'm sure he's nice, but he has got.
Yeah, you know, what I mean, I openly tell him how shit I think his tattoos are.
I'm joking.
I mean, the last one he got, I mean, he's got his. Okay, before I rip into my brother's tattoos, my brother is a sick guy. Like, he's a fucking.
Would you watch this?
To be honest, I don't know. Probably not. But
Fair.
just in case, he's like a mad. Like, he's 3 years younger than me. Loves his army, loves his outdoors. Like, grafter, mate. Like, he's literally been doing like fucking 60-hour weeks doing welding in Malta.
Welding's a great job.
And mate, Maltese wages, he's earning a lot. Yeah.
Why'd you like it so much?
Well, it's just it pays great.
All right.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. So he's been doing 60-hour weeks to make a good wage, yeah, and he's only making a good wage because he's doing 60-hour weeks. Like in Malta, he's on good money for welding, good money for Malta. He's on €8 an hour. That's good money in Malta, mate.
Is it?
Really?
That's bad, that innit?
Is Malta cheap? Is everything cheap?
Mm. It is cheap.
How much
It
is a
used to
pack
be
of cigs? Pack of Marlboro Gold?
About €6 probably.
Pack of them and a couple
Yeah,
of quid every hour.
yeah. I mean, it used to be a lot
How much
cheaper.
is a pint?
Pints are cheap, like €2.50, €3.
Oh, mate, cigs and pints.
Yeah.
How much is a ham and cheese toasty?
But then it's like rent
That's
and
the only
like
three
buying
things
food
I
is
buy.
fucking. You can get pastizzi for cheap. You guys need to come to Malta, man.
Yeah, I know, I really do.
But fresh veg is maybe a bit expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of the stuff.
Would you eat out the fish? So like the main cuisine. I mean, it's
like
a
what are
lot
the
of-
main fishes that people eat?
Well, I imagine there's like the main kind of
Lampuki swordfish.
Nice.
Do you know what? I've never had it. I never liked fish until I left Malta. How annoying is that? Like, live on a fucking Mediterranean island, never really had fish.
It's pretty weird, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. But then I'd like rabbit. I love rabbit.
You like
Rabbit?
rabbit?
Yeah, rabbit's well nice.
What? The rabbits in Malta?
Yeah, rabbit is like the traditional Sunday roast.
Is it?
That's
Yeah.
interesting. I didn't
Instead
really
of
have it.
chicken.
down
I've
as a
never had rabbit.
country.
Call it fennec. Fennec, yeah. It was funny because I used to have like a... That's all I used to be like little. So I used to have like a little teddy bunny. I used to call him Bunny Rabbit. I had him until I was like...
Used to call him Bunny Rabbit.
I used to...
That's genius.
Kids, yeah, well, kids. I was gonna say, kids aren't very inventive with these names. I used to have a toy
It was called Bunny.
tiger, and it was called Tiger.
Tiger.
Well, I think it's called Tigger, to be fair, but
Tigger. Yeah, man. Simple.
I
Bunny was a G, though.
had a bear called Ben.
call a spade a spade.
Call him
innit?
yourself.
I called it after I named it after
Ben Junior.
because it had a B on its foot, like the letter B.
Oh,
So I just called it Ben. yeah.
Ben.
I think it was supposed to be called Ben.
Couldn't think of any other.
Ben and Ben.
Yeah. And it sat on a chair. It sat on a
Ben
chair, and
Bruce.
on the chair it said Ben as well.
Well, that was because it was your chair.
Yeah. Well, I called the chair Ben. I called the bear Ben.
Anything
I
that
was-
was B was Ben.
I just everything was called Ben.
What's the weirdest thing you find about growing up?
Like bones.
Not everything's called Ben.
Not everything's called Ben. Fuck.
Did your bones grow in it? Sort of a bit weird, isn't it? And then they stop. That's pretty weird.
That is mad. They just fucking grow and stop and then that's it.
They don't, but you don't. Yeah.
Mate, do you know what is mad? Yeah, it is mad that like every night we go to sleep knowing that we want to knock ourselves out and just wake up like a sound.
I don't want to knock myself out every
What do you
night.
mean?
No, but like we
That's just the
literally-
fighter
we
in
literally
you.
go unconscious, but stay
Yeah.
conscious.
Oh, isn't that great?
I mean, it is
Man,
great,
not
but
gonna
it's
lie.
freaky.
Yeah.
It's yeah, that's unusual, isn't it? But then that's also like, do you find that comforting or
Yeah, it's just
not
rest,
very
it's
comforting
nice.
at all? Like to think that that's death. Like
Well,
you get a
I
little taster of it every night, didn't you?
Well,
Taste
supposedly.
of death.
And it's kind of it's chill as fuck,
Supposedly.
isn't it?
Well, it can be unless
Do
you,
you-
have a bad dream.
Yeah, because your actual because if you're dreaming though,
Yeah, but that only
Yeah.
happens at the last few seconds before you
What
wake
if?
up. Really,
What if
Does
when
it?
you're dreaming, you're not actually dreaming and you're just seeing into different alternative universes?
that's my favorite thing
I
about.
think the
growing
older
up.
I get, the more kind of like
To answer your question,
deja vu is a bit mad. Like,
Deja vu is insane.
I had some
feel
mad
like-
deja
yeah.
vu the
I
other day.
feel like I get that more and more.
What is that? What actually? That's fucking mad. That deja vu. It feels so real.
That's a mad one.
It's always weird shit as well. Like like a lot of time, just like
and why is
stupid
it
stuff.
like there's always something that's like, oh fucking no, like that's mad. Like it just comes in the most randomest moments. You think,
Yeah.
"Oh." Man, like, the other day I mean, it's not deja vu. I had a proper weird dream the other day. Was I telling you about it? No, I wasn't. I might have done actually. I literally was dreaming that I went to Hatton Gardens. And
Yeah. I remember.
I went to Hatton Gardens and I was doing a watch deal for the watch dealer that I do work for, and then I literally went from that to then like being a kid to being in like Mauritius somewhere.
Sounds
like
great.
with
That's
me and my
unreal.
brother. But then like we went. Me and him was scuba diving, but we were kids, and then we went back to the gaff, and there was me, my brother, my mum, my dad, and then my 4 other siblings. But that's never ever been a thing. Ever.
Was it great though?
It was great, but it was. I came out of it, just fucking woke. He was like, "What the fuck was that one?"
I
about?"
just love how
It's good when you have dreams where it's good.
I just feel like I just
Where it's sick.
every dream is good.
Oh, I don't know.
No
about
matter how
that.
like
Do
booky they are, like I wish I always want to just be in them.
you know what I had?
Nah, sometimes it's fucking. I woke up in the middle of the night in Ibiza, and I don't know what my dream was about, but I woke up like fucking like panicking and scared. I didn't know what the dream was about, but I know it was horrible. But then I was still kind of just like in this like weird fucking like feeling, and it was horrible. I definitely.
Glad to be awake.
Did you never?
No, I
have
didn't.
those-
I still felt it was still horrible.
Do you ever write your dreams down?
No, I never.
I
But
think
To
that's
read,
a
do
good
you want me
idea.
to read one out from?
Yeah,
I used to,
yeah, definitely.
I think
Oh,
everyone
yeah,
should
let's do
write
it.
down their dreams. I haven't written them down for ages, but I went for a period of writing down my dreams, and I can remember all of them like so vividly. If you just write them
Oh,
down,
that's
you can
sick.
remember every
Yeah, I know.
dream.
Yeah,
It's
because
like-
you can lose them
Really
very
should do
quickly.
that.
It's just like saving a memory.
Go on, let's
I'll
hear
try
it.
and find. I'll try and find one. I can't remember what
Maybe
the app's
I
called.
have.
Mate, you know, have those dreams where you fucking like you were falling and you couldn't do anything about it,
When you
like just
wake
constantly
up.
falling, or like when you were trying to run away from something and you couldn't run away.
Have you ever had
Car where the brakes don't work. I hear that one.
I haven't had any. Yeah, there's loads of those like typical dreams in it that people have, and I don't think I've had one of those for a while.
Mine are just very.
Teeth falling out is like the most common.
Yeah, I heard that
mate.
one. Wobbly tooth. Oh.
I used to have one, yeah. Like I think it was when I was getting off the weed, one of the first times. But
Getting off the weed.
no, but it's true though, because when you smoke a lot of weed or when you drink a lot, it blocks your REM sleep. So that's why when you come off smoking weed, your dreams are mad vivid, because like your REM sleep's just basically going fucking insane because it's been deprived of it. But I went through a period of having these dreams where, like, I'd bite down on my teeth, and like my teeth would lock. And I'd literally have to fucking wrench my mouth open, and wrenching my mouth open would like rip out all my teeth, but it would feel so real. Horrible, mate. Horrible.
So I'll read out some titles
Go on.
for
Go
you,
on,
and
let's
then
hear
you
'em.
maybe
Choose one.
pick one. I thought some of these could be trash, but I'll read the
There's
titles.
an app for it.
Yeah. Last one, this was in 2019 is when I was doing this. So we've got Vegas Weed Shop with Spider, Lil Pump, Cocaine with Stormzy, Nicki Minaj Pizza,
I want to hear Nicki
Jim
Minaj
Turns
Pizza,
into a
I reckon.
Mansion, Moon Mission, and Apocalypse Now Woods, Cinema in a White Marble Building.
It's
Nicki
gotta be Nicki Minaj.
Yeah,
Pizza.
Nicki Minaj Pizza. Let's hear it.
Is that when we were in Vegas?
I mean, most likely, if I was dreaming about weed in Vegas, and it was 2019,
And Lil Pump.
and Lil Pump, yeah,
And
my
Nicki
Lil
Minaj Pizza, I feel like, is fitting as well.
Lil Pump era.
And even White Marble Mansion.
Okay, I've got to fucking proofread this just in case there's something fucking mad in it.
Just in case.
Well, just stop at that point.
Let's go.
Because could be trash. I think there was some kind of cooking competition happening. I was going for a pizza as my dish. I was assembling my pizza at quite a steep angle, slowly just adding already melted cheese to the top of the pizza. It was Nicki Minaj themed, so basically all that meant was putting a Nicki Minaj rubber figurine on top of the pizza. It kind of looked like a sphinx. I've been working on this pizza for ages at this point, and I'm starting to think, why the hell isn't my pizza looking at all impressive? Then I noticed, because of the steep angle I had my pizza at, all the cheese had been sliding off like hot magma down a volcano.
Okay, yeah.
It's all on the floor. So then I create another base on a flat surface. It's a baguette shape now, and I scoop up all the cheese from the floor and put it on the new base. As well as the cheese that slides off, I found the little rubber Nicki Minaj, and I picked her up and washed her off. After a while, loads of miniature babes are on the pizza, all dancing to a Nicki Minaj song.
Oh, sick.
Oh.
So that was Nicki Minaj pizza.
Would you shag Nicki Minaj? I would.
20 seconds.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Nicki Minaj
Wait,
is
hang
hot,
on.
man.
Listen. Read more.
Oh, you want another one?
Yeah, that was sick.
Encore.
Go on, yeah.
That was
Encore.
good.
One more.
Let me have a choice.
Yeah, same again.
Just yeah.
Let's hear the
Yeah,
marble one.
refresher.
I reckon either Marble Gym, Mansion Gym, or actually fuck that. Just the Lil Pump.
Lil Pump. See
Yeah,
what
let's
Lil
go
Pump's
for
doing these
all
days.
the rappers.
Lil Pump's shite.
Oh no, his sound does. I really like Lil Pump.
you meet him?
actually. No.
Nah, but
No, he's
just
a
I feel like
fucking-
I know him. I do, don't you?
No, I'm not a fan
I
of
feel
him.
like I know
personally.
him.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Big fan.
Good guy, probably.
Lil Pump came down from his apartment. I've been in a dream before where I met him and went up to his apartment and I asked for a selfie. He kind of keeps running towards a bunch of his friends, but one of his buddies, who I recognise, says, yeah, sure. So I go over, then I start talking to Lil Pump and say I've been into his house before and asked if he remembers me. Starts getting super friendly. We start walking through the street, and along the way there are loads of people having a public freak out. So like one of them was a guy in a tractor caught in traffic just shouting at everyone. When we stopped to cross the road, there were two girls kissing in the road, and then the tractor bumped them in the head. I had my phone. I handed my phone to the friend. I think for him to look after it so we can remember to get the selfie. Then when crossing the road, some guy was getting angry because he wanted to get past everyone. So I started walking deliberately slow to annoy him, finding it funny. He gets past, then calls me a slug, so I trip him. He continues to get angry, but keeps walking up the road. I think I'm kind of following him just to annoy him. Then I realize I lost little Pump and his friend, and remember they have my phone. I start worrying a bit, but keep walking, hoping I'll come across them. Further up the road, it's like an English suburb now. I see them. They've started injecting some kind of drug. It's a needle with colourful green writing on the side, something similar to a monster can design. They've both infected themselves. His friend...
What the fuck? You can remember this much?
Mate, I was literally thinking the
This what I'm
exact
saying, like-
same thing. How the fuck can you remember all that to write it down? You just literally
No, like
as
you
soon as
have
you
to.
wake
It
up,
has to
you
be
rem-
immediately. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It's like if you write it down immediately,
that
as
is
you
like
wake,
mad depth. That I can't
you can
lie.
you can remember so much. This one's not as exciting, to be fair.
What do you think is the
Yeah, it just goes on to about
like,
taking drugs.
as we go towards a future of AI and metaverse and all this type of shit?
Can't wait.
What was the question? Sorry.
Like dreams, right? These dreams seem so outlandish and so fucking like insanely real. What if you can tap into that in AI
Just plug yourself in.
and plug yourself in?
Yeah, I feel like we've had this conversation before, where I've said about just like, I think if
Would
you could
you
just
plug
plug
in?
yourself in and just be like permanently on like fucking some kind of like euphoric dream, 24/7. Like, would you do it? And I think yes, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd just plug
mad
myself.
that.
Well, it's just like imagine just like pure bliss and pure pleasure, like, and there's no downside.
Like the ultimate happiness that you could ever have, just constantly.
Yeah, but you're just like, you're just in a chair plugged in.
But your brain is just full, like, fucking.
Would
like,
you?
No, I don't think I would. But also,
Would you be part of the resistance?
can you try that? And then, because you
I
can't
don't-
really
Well,
try
I think
it.
if you try it, it's like
I would-
Can't try
you'd
it,
obviously
can you?
not want to
No.
be unplugged.
I don't know whether it's like a resistance. I just think it's
Paul,
just-
you would definitely be part of the resistance. Couldn't you be leading the resistance? Look how you got your resistance outfit on right now.
Mate,
No, but then you'd plug yourself in,
like
and then
the,
you'd be like,
realistically, right?
Yeah.
It's taken
Yeah.
over already. It's taken over. There's no fucking question about it. But I don't know. It's just a mad time with technology. Like, just think 40 years down the line, what we're going to be seeing.
What are we going to be seeing?
I don't know. What do you think we'll be
it's
seeing?
hard to predict, isn't it?
It is hard to predict.
Connor in a chair on heroin with a fucking mask over his face.
I think we are going to see a lot. But then what happens to all the poor people? With all the poor people. No. No, but I mean, I just mean like if we
What do you mean?
if we go down this route of.
Just think we always need poor people.
Well, no, I think surely isn't it going to be like for AI to be a thing?
We are the
everyone-
poor people.
and for everyone to be in their homes, it's just going to be a social credit system where everyone just abiding by the government and no one needs money because everyone's enjoying like their time in the metaverse. So there's just a lot more control and everything's. I don't know. AI and all that sort of shit. It's a slippery slope to lots and lots of freedom, I think.
To lots and lots of freedom.
To lots of loss. That wasn't the right
Loss of
word.
freedom.
Wasn't the right wording, but yeah, because.
Or it's the slippery slope to like utopia.
That's what they want you to think. Man.
Yeah.
That's what they want you to think. I don't know. I always go so back and forth of thinking, oh my god, the world's so shit. You don't know what's being told. The media lies. You're just fucking being distracted 24/7. But then like, when
It's
has
hard
it
to know,
ever
isn't
been
it?
fucking
Hard to know
good?
how
When
brainwashed you are, isn't it?
I know, we were talking about Andrew Tate before, weren't we?
Yes.
Andrew Tate. What's your opinion on Andrew Tate?
I'm surprised he's still a conversation.
Yeah, he's
He's
not
old
really
music.
conversation
Yeah,
anymore. Is he?
he's
But then I
old.
listened to a podcast about him
I have changed
saying
my
about-
view on him. I was
saying about how just about how everyone's brainwashed by him, and they are really, aren't they? Your pet lip came out.
Yeah.
You were brainwashed for a little bit, weren't
I
you?
was for a little bit.
By a little tatty.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
you're reformed.
reformed Andrew
He saw the
Tate,
light.
man. Well, I mean, look,
Fuck, I don't want to talk about him.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Move on to
yeah,
someone
suck
else.
that
move
up,
on.
yeah.
Fuck Andrew
Yeah,
Tate.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think you
fuck
should.
Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
Nah, that's fine. I agree.
leave the dead.
Elon
dead.
Musk though, he's a fucking boyo.
Yeah, he's a boy.
People hate Elon Musk, you know.
It's an
Like,
interesting
loads
one.
of people hate Elon Musk.
What was it? I was talking to Joe, and then it.
Hey, Big Joe.
it-
Oh, doesn't he like Russell Brand though?
I don't know. No,
Oh,
it was
that's a-
Mark
that's a
Zuckerberg.
different
You know how
conversation,
it's like Gen Z apparently love Mark Zuckerberg and hate Elon Musk.
Really? Oh yeah, you were telling me this. This
Which I
is
thought was
fucking
like
mad.
bit of a mad one. I thought because it's like
That is mad.
didn't everyone hate Mark Zuckerberg because of like selling your data and stuff, and Elon Musk is like just trying to save the world and that.
Well, the thing is, right.
He's done some pretty controversial things.
Elon
so he's
Musk
probably
is
shot
also
himself
like
in the
he's
foot
no
a
saint. I
lot.
don't think Elon Musk.
But no one is.
No one is. No one is. But the Russell Brand one's a mad one because you just never know as well with that.
Yeah, what's the crack with that anyway? What's the update?
I don't know.
Did you
He's-
watch the documentary thing?
No, I saw clips.
Have the police said he's
Fuck.
under investigation?
I thought that was the crack.
I
I actually don't know.
I think they just made the documentary, and since then they might have started an investigation. But he's just gone. Well, you never know because of the character he was back in the day when he was who he was.
Well, he's a proper sex fiend, isn't he?
He was,
I
yeah.
mean, that was never like.
Which doesn't help his case at all. Doesn't help his case at all. But like the timing of it is just weird because he spent the last 2 years completely basically calling out the system with coronavirus and all the governments and what happened there, and now everything that's going on with the war in Ukraine and all the censorship that's going on in the world.
That's what you're saying.
I'm saying I couldn't say whether he is guilty or not guilty.
Because someone's like funding to bring him.
Well,
down.
there's you can't deny that there is a fucking massive financial.
Yeah, but it probably is guilty in it because like
you just never
Didn't he,
know.
like-
Who fucking.
You
I
really
dunno, I haven't
you really
seen
don't
any
know,
of it.
man. Like
Well, haven't seen
I take
anything.
footballers as a prime example. Yeah, not Greenwood, but like Benjamin Mendy, for example. He got done for I think it was 2 counts of rape. I think, and got put into prison for 2 years. And they just had a court case that basically said that they were wrong, and they overruled his case, and he got released from prison. And like just something like that, where like. Especially men, I feel like men are targeted so easily. If you have an image or if you have money, it's very easy. Not to diminish any women from their
I think
claims
you
or anything
just
at all,
did,
of
mate.
course. But there is no denying that like it is a thing that there are a lot of women that have tried to get men done for stuff that they've never done before.
Yeah.
And there's no
And vice
consequence
versa.
and there's no consequence to the women. Like a woman can make a claim and it's always they're believed straight away pretty much as opposed to the guy being guilty straight away. And if it's turned out that she's lied, there's nothing that ever gets put onto her. He just gets his name cleared.
I don't know.
is there not? Yeah,
I
of
think
course
this is
there
all
will be.
about. Yeah, I
No,
think this is
the-
all a lot of like nonsense. Honestly.
Well, there's no charge that a woman will have for lying.
Yeah, of course there would be.
Nah.
yeah.
No.
Yeah,
mate.
there is. There's
There's-
loads. There's
Can't
there's
just go
loads
and
of- there's
fucking
loads
lie
of-
in a
yeah.
court and stuff, and then
Yeah.
it's fine.
There's loads of cases where like women have been done for lying. Why
Why
that's
does
a new
Ben
face, isn't it? Well, I've seen that twice. I've never seen that before today.
I don't
Let's
know.
not get. Can we just?
Yeah, we'll
Still
keep
very
on for this
controversial.
conversation.
Controversial topics.
Well, I mean, we can
Paul's
stay on
pod's
the,
known
in fact,
for.
to be fair, we can stay on the controversial topics if you want.
Go on, what's your next one?
No, I don't have one. I just,
No, but this is
carry on.
Paul's pod, man.
Have you got a controversial topic?
Paul's controversial pod.
What have you got a controversial topic to bring up?
Oh yeah, but I mean,
Go on, bring
time
one
and
up, mate.
place, innit?
Bring one up.
No, I
The time and
can't.
place is
Can't
right.
be
Are you
arsed.
titling this podcast Amity Studio?
Mm-mm.
No, good.
Ben and Connor.
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah, don't worry.
good.
Head of Amity.
No, you asked the questions. No.
Well, I just like having I I just like hearing people's opinions. I'll never stick to believe in one thing. I mean, you gotta be pretty naive and fucking thick to just stick to one viewpoint and not have your opinion changed, I think.
So has your opinion just changed?
No, well, my opinion changed on like stuff like Andrew Tate and stuff. Like, I'm not like set on, just because I may have a few controversial opinions and think.
Thing is,
tinfoil hat. Okay, right. You want my controversial opinion for right now, right? I'll give it to you. Is Israel and Hamas?
oh no,
Have you seen what's going on?
no, enough of this anyway.
No, but have you seen what's going on?
No, what's the new shit? There's some new bombings going on.
Well, so apparently Hamas had a surprise invasion attack on Israel, and now everyone's like, "Oh my God, got to protect Israel." Never seen anything like this happen. It's like, mate, Israel have kept fucking the Gaza Strip in an open prison for so many years, have thrown so many strikes on so many civilian, like so many Palestinians have been killed, civilians killed by Israeli police and Israeli military for nothing over the last however many years. And Israel is meant to be the most fortified, the most feared intelligence country in the world.
I can't have any opinion on this because I don't know.
Yeah, I literally don't know anything about this.
I just know there's drama going on and there's people bombing each other.
Again, I think it just comes back to the media. You know, the media just fucking showing you what they want you to believe as opposed to what's actually going on with COVID or with Ukraine. It's like Ukraine, mate. Like, what the fuck's going on with Ukraine? No one wants... Why?
Well, it's like there's like two sides and then there's the truth. And
yeah, of course.
Russian one.
Like my dad, for example. My dad, it's so funny. He always used to say how much, like, he hated Trump and all this sort of shit and how, you know, if Trump was in power, we'd have World War III. Mate, look, Trump's policies, whether you like it or not, he did a good job as president of America. He did. Whether you like it or not, his policies worked in America. There was unemployment at the lowest. The country was booming. The country was booming. There was no, like, North Korea.
So the outro music starts playing now.
Man, it's nearly 2 o'clock.
No, but hang on. It's true though. Look at Joe Biden. Look what Joe Biden's doing. Joe Biden's let fucking Ukraine happen. They're literally giving billions of dollars to Ukrainians when they're not fixing actual problems.
They're all crooks.
I think I'm on the wrong podcast.
It has gone a bit sideways very quickly, but yeah, man. Those are my worldviews. Don't believe what you're told.
Yeah, but you're believing what you're being told is the kind of problem.
No.
Someone's told you that.
No, I just mate, right. I truthfully believe if you I don't know where that came from, to be honest. If you believe what the mainstream feeds you in today's age.
Look, everyone's wrong, including you, including me.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone's wrong about everything.
I don't try and
that's the problem.
Preach that I know it all. Believe me.
I have no fucking clue what's right.
We ain't got a scoop, mate.
Trying to be right.
Realistically, right? Realistically, right? Don't listen to any of us because we're just fucking people who smoke weed and do drugs. So
I
You're trying to incriminate us.
What the fuck?
Don't
You're the fucking drug dealer over there.
Whoa! The drug dealing is in my past, mate.
All right, you're the ex drug dealer, fucking
man.
Trump supporter, Andrew Tate lover.
No, mate, it's the past. I'm a man of my present. Shows me who I am today.
Are we getting home?
Right, I think it is time.
Are we getting home?
To call it a day.
You got your bike?
Hold on, what? Come on, podcast controversial. We just got into
Sorry,
the good part.
yeah.
Ben's ready for bed, mate.
Man, I'm so tired.
How long have we been recording
it's fucking
for?
late, right? And
it's 20 to 2.
I wonder how long has it been recording for?
90 minutes.
9 minutes, an hour and a half.
Wait. Fuck.
80 minutes.
Should we have one more positive topic of conversation to end it? I feel like we can't be ending it on how we've ended it. Ben, sit back a second.
Sorry.
You're out of focus that whole time, man.
That's fine.
1.5.
I've been in this camera though. I've been doing this.
Right, so boys, as much as we want to live in the present, by the beginning of next year, where do you want to be? What do you want to have accomplished?
What, like 3 months?
Yeah.
In 3 months, what do I want to have accomplished? At least walk for a week.
3 months of work.
3 months of work.
In 3 months? Fuck, that's not long.
That's not, but I'm trying to not be like too.
Yeah.
I mean, and what we're doing for this 2-year anniversary, we've got to do something for that.
I've got an idea.
What's the
It's
idea?
going to be a surprise.
It's our job now, isn't it? Got to surprise the employees.
Surprise the employee. Oh, mate, I like surprises. It's a shame some people don't like surprises.
Ooh.
Oh, it took me a second there.
Oh, did you actually?
No.
Oh,
To be honest, yeah, it's fine.
why don't we talk about relationships quickly?
Relationships, right? What's your 2-piece on relationships?
Well, no, I don't actually want to talk about relationships.
What do you think about relationships, Connor? Do you think it's hard to date in this generation? I think it is.
I don't know.
I mean,
Why do you think it's hard?
I think it's harder. I think
Harder.
Compared to what?
Nah,
compared to our
surely it's
parents'
easy.
generation.
Nah,
no chance, mate. Definitely harder now.
you reckon?
Yeah,
But
because
it's like
our
fucking dating
parents'
apps and stuff
generation-
though.
Yeah, but
And
that-
everyone's
yeah, but
dating,
I
that-
so
disagree. I'm
everyone-
gonna have to disagree on that one.
As in like
Who
they-
with?
but no,
Who you disagreeing with?
yeah, but like,
Oh, listen.
No,
it's
yeah.
easier to shag around, 100%. But like, if you want to actually seriously date someone, it's harder.
Yeah, but like casual dating is.
Yeah, but that's not. I'm agreeing with what you're saying about casual dating. But I'm saying like, if you want to seriously date someone,
like
it's
go on a
harder.
date.
As in like actively pursue seeing someone.
Mate, I've been just researching dating all week. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, you have no, but it's
Ben's a
not.
dating expert.
I'm a dating expert,
Dating
mate. I'm a
expert, yeah.
fucking.
No,
I'm
but
the
I
Tinder
think
expert at the minute.
our parents' generation or our grandparents' generation, they were all about, settle down.
Yeah, but that had to be so like you asked someone on a date, like your grandparents like fucking went to a dance.
maybe
and asked
not our
someone on a
grandparents.
date.
Think of our
That's
parents.
long, innit? Rather
Yeah,
than
but there
just,
was-
like,
That's fucking long,
mate,
mate.
it could literally just fucking someone will go on a date.
Yeah, but think,
Do you know what I mean?
think right. I swear divorce is over 50%.
Yeah, but you're
What?
still going on a date.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is to find like a long, meaningful relationship that is like healthy.
To
and
find,
Yeah,
all
but
like,
that.
love.
I mean, what's the question though? Is to go on dates or find a long, meaningful.
Question was
relationship?
going on
maybe
dates
the
is
question was
harder.
right. Yeah, okay, right. I agree. Dating is a lot easier. It is a lot easier to get a shag and go have fun. 100%. Yeah, it is.
Or
But
is
like,
it though? I don't know.
But in terms of
I
like
wasn't around
looking
back
for
when
love,
you
I think it
compared.
is definitely harder
What is finding love?
in our generation. Yeah.
I mean, who fucking knows, man?
Yeah, what's love, man?
No, well, I just think
Baby,
there's too many variables with social media.
What?
There's too many variables with social media nowadays. Of like,
Algorithms,
because
man.
we live in a society where everyone's always looking for more, looking for
It's a
the
good
best
line,
thing.
isn't it? We live in a society.
We do live in a society.
do live in
Does
a
it matter?
society.
Does it count if you like you think you're in love, but then you're not? Is that still count as finding love?
That's the thing. I've definitely thought I was in love and wasn't in love a couple times. So I guess it would count.
And that's it, guys.
That's it, yeah.
And that's it. That's all I wanted to.
And that's all a wrap, folks.
That's the meaning of life, though, isn't it, guys?
Love.
That's all we're meant to do is to fucking
Reproduce.
reproduce. That's our one mission.
Yeah, it is.
That's what life's all about.
I think I agree. So we did find the meaning of life.
Oh, we actually have fucking
Yeah, I
broken some
think we've just
groundwork
done
on
it. We've
Paul's
just
pod.
discovered the meaning of life.
Well, there's your fucking.
It is to
Create
love,
off that bit.
it is
Create
to
Clip that
offspring
bit.
and be
and then
loved.
die.
What bits are you gonna clip from this podcast?
I don't know. There's a lot to clip from. I feel like.
I feel like it's fucking
I
nothing.
feel like this is the most trash podcast ever.
Oh, what do you
But
mean?
look, it's like fucking 2 a.m. and we're fucking fried. I feel like we've talked about absolutely nothing.
I don't feel like we talked about anything.
I feel like it's been a.
I've had fun.
I've had
I've had
fun,
fun.
but I don't know if this is of value to anyone.
Well, mate, we can always have another one,
But
part
who am I
two.
to judge?
I'd love to have another one when I'm more awake and prepared.
Do you reckon this is just an archive podcast?
Nah, mate, you've got to fucking post this.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this, and you're not fucking posting it, mate. You can fuck off.
Yeah,
You got
I
the
was
red
gonna
lights
say.
out and everything.
It did take a while to set this up.
It's took
I'm moving
fucking
rooms
months.
around. Yeah, it's taking months. No, this is a good podcast. I enjoyed it. Well, this is one.
No, I really enjoyed it.
We'll
I just don't know
laugh
if
on this
yeah, I agree. Don't know if anyone else will enjoy it.
well, fuck
I wanna
it.
keep
I'm
going.
joking.
Yeah, you know what? I'm fine. I'm getting into it now too.
Yeah, I feel like we
I
just
just
started.
wanna-
Honestly, I feel like we have just
Wrapping it up.
started.
All right, let's fucking go then.
Like the first half hour, I was just a bit awkward. I didn't know what.
Yeah, you know what? Right, let's start again then.
Start again, right from the beginning.
Yeah. Right.
Who?
Start again. Like, do the intro again.
Nah, fuck that.
Oh, really?
No, we'll
Oh.
just continue going.
What?
What?
Do you know he's
No.
been. Never mind. I
What
saved
were
that
you gonna
one, actually.
say?
No, it's just,
What were you gonna say?
It was a joke, but I failed it.
I want to hear the
Failed
joke,
from the
mate.
start. After it needs to, you need to
build
forget,
up to it.
and then I'll have to do it again.
He.
What?
Mate,
He. You said that's the only bit you said, and that ruined it. So,
Yeah.
that wasn't
so the
that far
fact
of
that
a
it was he ruined it.
joke. Mate, we need to do America next year as well.
Yeah, we
Well, we are doing it in
April
April.
8th.
Yeah. Should we book the
April
tickets?
8th.
I think we should book the tickets.
Well, 8th of April, we need to be there.
We need to be. Is that for in Texas? What is it?
Yeah.
Is it? What is it again?
Total solar eclipse. So we're gonna start up somewhere, maybe like one of those shit states like Dakota.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Or something.
Pennsylvania would be a good place to start. Or
We'll
Vegas.
get Winnebago.
Winnebago.
And we'll drive to
RV.
Texas.
I need to get my fucking driver's license, man. I
Mate,
don't think I'll get it in time though.
mate.
I'll just be the fucking chilling passenger, mate.
You don't need a driver's license.
Yeah,
so
you
just
don't
need to
need
know
a
how.
driving
You just need to know
license.
how to drive, and it's automatic, and the roads are fucking huge. So you just need to be able
Yeah,
to do
America's
that.
easy.
You
I
literally just need to be able
Would
to
you,
do
let,
that.
would you let me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that
I
sound.
wouldn't. I'd be
I
against
would.
it.
Let him drive.
Yeah, but I've got a license to drive.
I know, but
I've got a license to kill.
that's my favorite thing
Mate,
ever.
have you seen that Christopher Nolan is going to be, well, rumored to be, directing 2 new James Bond films set in the 1950s?
Who rumoured that?
I don't know. Saw it online, mate. Facts, true, happening. Believe
That'd
it.
be unreal,
I
wouldn't it?
know. They're meant
That'd
to
be
be set on
unreal.
Ian Fleming's books, set in the time that they were written.
Wow, that'd be sick.
Christopher Nolan's sick
I
as
thought you were
well.
gonna say Christopher Nolan's gonna be the next James Bond. That'd be pretty
Who do
sick.
you think should play the new James Bond? That's a fucking good question, mate.
Yeah, I mean,
What's Cillian
that's
Murphy?
probably one of your best.
One of the best. Is he going to be James Bond?
Don't know. Think it'd be
I
sound.
can't
I
see
don't
him.
know,
I
yeah,
can't see him
see
being
him.
James Bond. Me, it
I
doesn't. It
can't
doesn't
see
give me
him.
James Bond vibes.
But maybe he is.
No, I reckon it'd be good, me.
Nah, I reckon it'd be shit. I can't see him being. He's too old, I reckon, now as well.
Oh, what's
Are
he
you
like?
kidding me?
How old is Cillian Murphy?
Some of the age of some of those James Bonds.
Yeah, but Daniel Craig started young. Do you know what I
Nah,
mean?
some of the other ones. Some of the other
Who's
ones.
that
are
one?
as
Yeah,
fuck.
but let's
Really
be
old.
honest.
Oh,
The
dude.
standard to set him to now is
He's not even.
Daniel Craig. What do you mean? Daniel Craig was
Cillian.
the best fucking.
He's young. Was he like fucking? How old is he actually?
I reckon
Like
he's
45,
42.
something.
That's old for a Bond. That
No, it's not.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's Bond age.
I reckon a Bond's got to be 30, mate.
Mate, he's like hundreds, isn't he? Bond.
Hundreds.
Hundreds. He's 47.
Yeah, he's too old. You can't be James Bond at 47, bro. It's too old. Pack it in.
Who's the oldest James Bond?
Roger Moore.
Roger
Yeah,
Moore.
well, that's the one I was trying to think of.
How old is Sean
It was
O'Connery?
that old cunt him.
He's 57. Roger Moore was 57. He played the character from 45 to 47. And James Bond is 42 in the books.
Well, he's not 47, is he, mate? So fucking.
Pierce
count him
Brosnan
out.
was 49.
Yeah, how old was Daniel Craig when he did it? Like 28.
28, you mad?
He was young when he did it.
Not 28.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah, he was 2008 is when he did Casino Royale.
How old do you think he is?
Daniel Craig's 55. And when was the last James Bond?
So he's 55 now.
Yeah.
2008. We're in 2003. How many years is that?
What?
15 years ago.
40s.
Oh, so we're in 40. Oh, fucking hell. Maybe I'm chatting out my arse here by the sounds of it. He would have been 40. Nah, surely he was younger than 40 when he did Casino Royale.
Late 30s.
What? When he started?
Yeah.
Daniel Craig was the best James Bond. What was your favourite James Bond out of all the ones he did? He did loads. Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace.
Man, they're just all the same film. I can't remember anything.
Yeah, I can't.
What sort of Quantum
Skyfall, I
of Sol-
think maybe, but yeah, I
It's not
can't really
Skyfall, it's
fucking
the Quantum
remember.
of Solace.
My favourite James Bond
They're like teenage boy films, and they really.
Whoa.
Yeah, man.
What do you mean teenage boys film?
Shout out Aaron Kelly. Shout out Aaron Kelly. Shout out Aaron Kelly.
No,
you ever met Aaron
Skyfall
Kelly?
was good.
Nah, name rings a bell though.
That's mad. I feel like there's a whole other side to Amity that's never been here.
That's a new era.
This is new age
Like
Amity.
2 years ago.
Aaron Kelly.
Mad.
Shout out to Aaron Kelly.
Oh.
Don't know who he is.
Nah,
but
no
shout
shout.
out.
I don't shout him out.
Yeah,
Fuck
don't.
you, Aaron
No.
Kelly.
Yeah, fuck you, Aaron Kelly.
Mate. Fuck you, lad. Stay away. Don't even subscribe, mate.
Fuck you over there and fuck you over
Yeah,
there.
don't even subscribe, mate. We don't want you.
Unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe.
Block us.
Mate, I need to take you guys to a fucking fight night. Well,
I'd love to come and fight night.
in UFC 300 would be good.
But should we go to backyard MMA?
Oh yeah, so what is this backyard MMA? I have
Do you remember Lil T?
Lil T. Sophie Aspen.
I'm not yawning.
Yo,
Who's
yeah,
Lil T?
spark the biff that I'm gonna. I'll
Yeah.
let the viewers.
Now, what was he
remember
called?
that.
Oh, what? Got on the bus
wasn't
with my
Lil
day
T.
saver, smoked a reefer in the corner.
What's he called?
Lay
It
low.
wasn't Lil T. It was.
Did the Grand Theft Auto.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was Little T. He's like, you know, Black Program Media.
BGM Media.
This guy's kid.
Never
you
heard
wouldn't, You wouldn't.
So what's this backyard MMA? Is it basically like street rule MMA fights?
I don't know what it is, to be honest.
Have you ever seen King of the Streets? King of the Streets is heavy, mate. It's literally like professional MMA fighters doing professional MMA fights, bare knuckle on concrete. Like you can eye gouge.
What
You
the
can
fuck?
eye gouge.
You can eye gouge.
Well, that's in the
to
rules.
win.
You can fucking poke an eye out.
Yeah,
That's not good.
that's fucked that in it. Like you literally see like horrible.
Yeah,
It's
that's,
just-
that's not good. I don't think I'm vibing with that.
Would you watch it though?
Someone getting their eye gouged out.
I mean, you don't actually see the eye gouged
not-
out.
how's
but
that?
He does.
I don't think
tap.
I would want to watch someone getting their eye gouged out.
What's the most gruesome thing you've ever seen?
Oh mate, I'm sure I've seen it all at this point.
Live leaks.
You grow up, yeah, and you grow up fucking back in the day.
Oh, I can't watch that shit,
Internet was
mate.
fucking rogue, man.
Mate,
You
one
went
of-
through a period, actually.
Mate, there's
You went through
always
a period a
there's
couple of
always
years
one-
ago of people fucking dying all the
there's always
time.
one fucking cunt sending you something on WhatsApp. But I feel like Instagram and
Oh,
Twitter have
yeah.
gotten pretty bad for like that shit, you know, like literally seeing like isn't that fucked? Like because of movies and because of how like the access to information there is on the internet now, like realistically we've been what's the word?
Brainwashed.
Not brainwashed when something's like you've seen it so many times so it's normalized. Conditioned to seeing death like it's fucking not as mad as it should be when you see it.
It's also very different seeing
I don't see it that
real
much.
death, like a real dead body, compared to just seeing online.
Have you ever seen a real dead body?
Yes.
I have.
Only like in
Like-
the
So in Malta,
Seen anyone gone to an open casket?
yeah.
What's
They're
that
pretty mad, aren't they? Open caskets.
It's fucking weird. I didn't even want to go, but everyone else was going, so I was like, I'll go.
It's weird. Innit? You literally see this like the soul is left, it's like a shell. The soul has left the body.
Just little meat
Like,
fucking
I
shell.
like-
like my
pack of
my
meat.
neighbor across the road. It's an old man called Johnny. His wife was Grace, and when Grace died, they had the body like all like washed, all like clean and dressed, laying on the sofa
Fuck off.
the next day.
What
like
the
everyone came.
What do you mean laid on the sofa?
They dressed her up.
Look,
The poster on the sofa.
It was
Over the remote. the
What's
phone.
on EastEnders?
be laughing.
What? Judney's wife?
Yeah, it was.
Grace.
She was a lovely woman as well, but she was like it was before they put her in the coffin, and it was like so people can come and see her essentially before.
Oh, is it? Wait, she's like
Through the window?
laid her on the
No, in the
sofa, or
gaff,
sat her
yeah.
up on the sofa.
Oh, laid on the sofa. I think
Wow.
Sarah would be a lot.
I don't know.
creepier
I just
than
imagine. Yeah, imagine just like
With the TV on.
fucking- That'd be freaky.
playing Sudoku or something.
What the fuck? Laid is pretty fucking weird. Could you go in the house or just look through the window?
Mate, like this.
And you went round.
Yeah. I was a kid,
It shook around.
but I remember it.
I mean, that's what it was like. Open
Yeah.
caskets,
It
like.
is kind of like an open casket, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
at
I don't know.
home.
It's a bit weird though, isn't it? Like, why would you like? I feel like you wouldn't want your last memory to be of them dead.
But then you kind
Yeah, I don't think it is though.
Cause surely you
I don't
can.
think it
Surely
is.
you can. Isn't there a part of you that can kind of not accept it, but kind of just come to terms with it because you get to see him? But
I
like,
don't
they're
know.
not
That's
there.
got to be mad, isn't it? Who was the person you saw in an open casket?
My
Someone
grandma.
close. Your grandma. Was that not
Yeah.
mad?
Wasn't that mad?
Would you want to be buried or
Wasn't
burned?
that mad? It was a bit mad at the time, but now,
So it was. It was mad.
well, it wasn't that mad.
You just said it was mad at the
I
time.
said it was a bit mad at the time, but it was just like, well, yeah, it was a bit mad. But it's not like, oh, that's the only thing you think about now. I've not even thought about that until like
Would you?
now.
Would you? I mean, obviously, we don't want to be talking about dying anytime soon. But would you want to be buried, or would you want to be like burnt to
No,
ashes?
I don't want to. I can't die.
Well,
I
mate,
just don't wanna
if we're gonna put the tinfoil hats
You
back
can't
on,
die, mate.
if we're gonna put the if we're gonna put
Listen, mate,
if we're
I
gonna put
won't die.
if we're gonna put the tinfoil hats on,
Fuck,
do you know what they
jinx
do to? Obviously, supposed to give you impurity and give you long-lasting life. Drink baby's blood. That's what they do in Satanism. So the elites do. Drink baby's blood.
Right then.
That's true.
It's not very nice, is
It's
it?
a real thing. Alex Jones got a very famous speech on Joe Rogan where they pull up a Texas senator talking about drinking baby's blood.
So it's
People don't
true.
do that.
It's true, is
It
it?
is true.
You've heard it. It's true.
Mate, honestly, fact check it.
You're funny
That is a
as fuck.
thing.
Wait, drink a baby's blood. So kill a baby. and
Well,
drink
do
its
they
blood.
have to kill the baby? Is this
Well,
part
I
of the
mean,
process?
The baby
Or,
has to fucking.
well, people give blood.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but if
fair.
a baby, like as a baby though, like
how much?
not
I
got
mean, how much blood do you need to be drinking?
I don't know.
Like, what's
A
the
shot or a
volume?
pint? I don't know.
It has to be a bit of pint.
Fucking hell, there's a difference between a shot and
Yeah,
a
I
pint.
know. But it is a real thing. I promise you.
Like
It is a
weekly,
real thing.
every week.
Well,
Shot
I
of
think
baby's
it's-
blood every week, and then
It's
you'll
meant
be
to be
good.
because it's pure blood, some shit like that. It's meant to give you impurities. It's meant to give you fucking.
You want
long-lasting
I
impurities.
don't
life.
want impurities.
Yeah, but some people are fucked, mate. Some people will do that. That's the whole thing with Satanism, right? Satanism, right? You know the Balenciaga stuff. I think we were talking about this.
Mm.
Like they believe in Satanism that if they show you what they're
Who does?
doing, have you seen the Balenciaga?
Well, this was the
Yeah,
thing. I
but
was
that
just
was just a
thinking-
fucking art director.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was saying, yeah, it's just like yeah. It's not the whole company. It's like
That's like you doing. Well, yeah.
yeah.
Nah, but it is the whole company, mate.
know what I
Come
mean?
on, it is the whole company.
No, right. It's not
It's not
because
everyone that works
because you
for the
know how this
company.
works, right? If we were to hire, if we were doing a shoot, Amity was doing a shoot for Balenciaga, right? And then we had an art director. It was just clippings of shit in the background, wasn't it?
It was more than
Oh
that.
no, to be fair,
It was
there
a lot more
no,
than
to be
that.
fair, there was like
Yeah, and it was
the
consistently over
bondage
different
shit.
shoots. It was
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
that. It was there was like certain things where that have like stuff that was meant to be Balenciaga, but instead of Balenciaga, like all you'd see is like there was one scene that was like there was like crossing tape, you know, like green, yellow and black crossing tape, and obviously it's circular, so you can't really see a lot of it, but you should be able to see BALEN, for example, and all it would show you is BAAL, and Baal is the devil. Why is that on there? Do you know what I mean? And there was too many consistent shoots with these paedophile art directors that were involved. And you looked at their Instagrams and you looked at the paintings that they were making. Like they were making paintings, right? That they were selling of like fucking babies with a fucking nose as a penis. Weird shit like that. It's true. No, but it's but you laugh, right? But
I was just thinking that type of shit is like, again, I don't know enough information
Right, like,
about
obviously,
this at all. But you know, like,
obviously,
putting a
it's
cock
not
in a
every
baby's
it's
nose
not,
is like.
Nah, right, but it's not. It's
No,
not.
it's like that's
it's
like
not
people
everyone
just
at
being edgy,
Balenciaga.
right?
It's
And
not everyone at
just
Balenciaga,
edgy
but
art.
it is
That's pretty
Balenciaga.
edgy.
It
fuck.
comes down to Balenciaga because they've got so much money. There's no way that doesn't go through fucking checks. No way. There's no way the people they're hiring doesn't
No
go
way.
through checks.
No way.
Um,
That's pretty mad. Cock on the nose is pretty mad.
Mate,
yeah, I don't know enough about it. I can't really have
I've
an opinion
fucking
because I
gone
don't
down
know
so
enough.
many
But
rabbit holes in the last couple of years with fucking all this type of shit, mate. Jimmy Savile, Jeffrey Epstein. Can fucking talk about it for hours.
Can you? Why are you so curious?
I don't know. To be honest, to be honest, mate. It's not even for the good of it. Like, it's not good to be conspiracy like the whole time.
Yeah, because when you're just fucking reading about all that shit all the time,
yeah, that's
it's just gonna make you fucking
but
depressed.
do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? It
But at the same time, it's probably not good to bury that stuff. Is
yeah,
it?
and also, like, I'm not gonna be a sheep for starters.
Hello.
It's all,
We should wrap this up.
yeah. Yeah.
What have we learned, guys?
What
Cock
have
on
we
the nose.
Fuck
Pedophiles.
me.
Cock on the nose.
What have we covered? We've covered a wide range of topics.
Malta and
Love.
Nicki Minaj on a pizza.
Nicki Minaj on the pizza, I think, is the highlight. Gotta be the highlight.
Yeah.
Right.
Write
Pause
down your
pod.
dreams. Anyway, that's the moral of this story: is write down your dreams. We just lost Ben.
Pause
I'm
pod.
back. Mic drop, guys.
Signing off.
Don't drop that.
Peace.
Don't drop the mic.
Whoa, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to Paul's Pod at Amity Studio.
Peace.
Like and subscribe.
You would be out a little. You would be out a little. You would be out a little.